Hey everybody, it's your boy Alexi, and today in this video I want to talk about Xdefiant versus Call of Duty Black Ops 6. So in case you don't know, Xdefiant is a free-to-play first-person shooter that was published by Ubisoft, and Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is going to be released later this year. And by the way, it's going to be on Game Pass, so a lot of people are going to be able to play it. Now keep in mind, Xdefiant is different from Call of Duty in one major way, and it's not even something that has to do with the gameplay, because the gameplays of the two games are very similar. Both of them are first-person shooters. They have loadouts, small maps, things like that. But the thing is, Xdefiant does not have something called SBMM, skill-based matchmaking. So in case you don't know, the Call of Duty community has been really annoyed by the newer games like Modern Warfare 3, for example, because in the newer games they have SBMM, skill-based matchmaking. So what happens is you end up getting paired with players that are just as good as you get better. So there's no feeling of improving at the game, because sure, you're getting better, but then your opponents are also getting better. So you just feel stagnated, you feel like, you're not making any progress. And naturally, it's not supposed to be like that. In the older Call of Duty games, when they didn't have SBMM, the way it used to work was that you would play the game, you would get better, and then you would actually start to dominate lobbies, because you were better than all the other players. But now it's not like that. So Xdefiant not having SBMM is the way that they're differentiating themselves, and a lot of Call of Duty players have now migrated over to Xdefiant. And Xdefiant is very successful. It has millions and millions of players, and they have plans to keep supporting the game. As far as I know, they're going to put out one map per month, and they're also going to, there were leaks, so do take this with a grain of salt, but there were leaks that they were going to add in more camos to the camo grind. So right now there's just bronze, silver and gold, but later on they're going to add even more camos. So it's going to keep the player base engaged. And this all goes back to Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I'm beginning to think that this year they're not going to have that successful of a year, because a lot of the players are going to say, okay, look, here's a normal priced game, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, versus a free game, Xdefiant. And the free game in question actually doesn't have SBMM, which is something that these players don't like, something that I don't like personally as well. And so Call of Duty is gonna have to either tone the SBMM down, or they're gonna have to get rid of it completely, or else they're gonna face a lot of criticism. And even if people do buy the game, they're certainly not gonna keep playing it. So you're gonna see this huge launch day player base, but then it's gonna drop off very quickly. Meanwhile, Xdefiant, they're playing the long game. They're not doing yearly releases too, so it's the same game, and they're just gonna keep adding in content like maps and guns and stuff like that, and they're gonna keep growing their player base. Meanwhile, Call of Duty is gonna really struggle. And so yeah, I think that's my prediction for Black Ops 6. It's not gonna be as successful as a lot of people think. Or hey, you know what? Maybe I'll be wrong. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think Xdefiant is going to come out on top? Or do you think Black Ops 6 will come out on top? Or maybe you think that both games will coexist, and the players that like one game, they'll just stick to that. The others will stick to the other. Or perhaps you're like me and you love both Call of Duty and Xdefiant. So, let me know. Other than that, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Until next time. Signing out.